testing out the new location for my wireless switch in the Tacoma. Well, good afternoon everybody, and welcome back to the channel. That's right, today I wanted to do a little test. A few days ago, I actually relocated the wireless controller, this device right up here, from down here where I had it before. It was actually located right here. And the problem I had is that when I got in and out of the truck, actually with my right knee over there, sometimes I would actually hit the switch. I even did it going out sometimes, again, with the right knee over here. So I decided to make it a little more ergonomic and actually move it up here, where it's kind of out of the way, if you will, and I can't hit it anymore and accidentally turn it on. So what we're going to do, we're going to go for a quick little ride and see just how that thing behaves. I'm going to hit some bumpier roads and stuff and see if it moves around up there or if that really is a good place to have it. Okay, here we go. We're out on the open road. And for those of you who like to see a face when somebody's talking to you on video, you can see me actually right there. Anyway, we're going to hit some bumps. We'll be on smoother roads, bumpier roads, whatever. And if you pay attention, the device is right here, so it should be right in the center of your screen, and you should be able to tell if it moves around or hopefully doesn't go flying off of there. But this is the first time I've driven with that device on there, and I just wanted to see if it is going to hold and it is a good idea, or maybe I need a stronger magnet or maybe a different setup. Now, the one thing I will tell you about it, when I mounted the plate up there, and there is a little metal plate taped on up there, and of course the magnet on the back right there, you can see the silver piece. When I mounted that up there, the sunglasses holder is actually curved a little bit. It actually curves like this. So that plate is mounted against there, but of course the device is not curved, it's flat. So it really only catches on the magnet and doesn't have any stability, if you will, from the edges of the device. You might be able to see under the lip right here, but from the edges of the device actually hitting the sunglasses door itself. So because of that, it kind of moves around very easily. I mean, you can see right there, I'm not really putting pressure on it. It does move around really very easily, and I'm afraid that that's going to make it fall off. So here we go. We're on, really this is kind of a smooth road. We are going to go across a railroad track where we should get a pretty good bump. I'm going to take it to get a pretty good bump and see if it falls off of there. I hope not. I hope it doesn't. I like having it there. I must say, because of the looseness of it, I really can't just push on the switches. I have to pull it down to operate the lights. Not a big deal because it's right there. I mean, how hard is it to pull it down and turn the lights on, you know? So that's not exactly difficult to do. But it would have been nice if it was maybe mounted in such a way, like if it was a component part of the dash or something, where you could actually push the switches without having to pull the switch off, if that makes any sense. First world problems, I know, but, you know, anything to make it a little bit easier. Now, you may notice, I wanted to mention, I've had a couple people, while we're on our way to the railroad track, I've had a couple people comment about the phone mounts. You guys can see the phone on the mount right here, and then over there is my other for filming forward. But a couple people have commented about, why don't I have a GoPro? Why don't I use a GoPro? Well, if you can see it, and I don't know if you can, there's actually a GoPro mounted to the sunroof right now, and that's what we're filming with. So I do use a GoPro. I wasn't a big fan of the mount that Toyota used to put in the Tacoma. Over there, it was actually over on the passenger side, kind of up in the corner, for a couple of reasons. You couldn't reach it unless you really leaned across the truck. And, you know, for safety concern, I don't want to be looking over there when I should be looking up here and have to screw with that GoPro. So this is how I do it when I use the GoPro. I do use the GoPro occasionally. To be honest, not often, but occasionally. All right, so we're about probably a quarter-mile from the railroad track. It's just right up there. There's a couple of bumps there. You can see it hasn't fallen down yet. I say yet, I mean at all, which I'm hoping continues. It may have actually moved a little bit left or right. I'm not sure. I may have just put it up there crooked. But here comes the railroad tracks. We're going to take it at 55. I'm not going to slow down. And here it is. Now, that wasn't a super huge jolt, but it was a pretty decent jolt. And it doesn't look to me like it moved at all. Next, right up there, and I think you probably can't see the flashing light, but we're going to take a left onto probably the bumpiest road that I travel on around here. And it'll be a good test, I guess, to see if over prolonged bumps, if the switch actually falls. All right, we're going to hit that road here in just a second. You'll see me turn, I think. I know it's kind of washed out in the screen because it's so bright outside. Okay, this is the bumpy road. I'd say that in normal driving, if it was going to fall off, this is the road where it would fall off. You may see the GoPro bounce a little bit. The GoPro does have video stabilization in it, so it may block out some of that, but you can probably see the steering wheel and maybe the phone and stuff like that kind of jiggling around a little bit. It is a pretty, or my voice, it is a pretty jiggly road. I'm trying not to hit potholes, actually, just the patches. Okay, we're almost off the bouncy part of the road, so it's almost made it. And there you go. We're off the bouncy part of the road for the most part. It has not fallen. It survived the railroad tracks, and it survived the roughest road that I have to travel on around here. Now, one other thing I want to mention, you know, a lot of you may be watching this and thinking, well, what do I care? I'm not getting one of these things. Doesn't matter to me. This is a great way to mount other things. You know, if you have other devices, or anything really that you want to have quick and easy access to in your truck and haven't thought of a good way to mount them, I have to say today's double-sided tapes are awesome. They hold almost like screwing something in. A lot of times you can't even get them off without damaging the surface that you're trying to remove them from. And this is a great way with a little metal plate like that, and all you really need is just a little square or round metal plate that you can stick double tape or double-sided tape on the back of, and it will enable you to stick your device with a magnet anywhere that you want. And you can buy sheets of magnets, if you will, cut them out to the size that you want, and then go ahead and double-side tape them or glue them. I would probably use double-side tape, but onto whatever device it is that you want to adhere somewhere, and you're good to go. You're golden. You know, I've done that a couple of times with the decals or badges that I actually have on the truck. If you've noticed, I have a channel badge on both sides of my truck on the fenders. They're being held on there by a magnet that was stuck to the decal itself. Never had any problem. It's never fallen off, never even moved. So it's a great way to be able to secure things that you want to secure in your truck. I would highly recommend that, as opposed to screwing things in or maybe gluing things on. Definitely go with a double-sided tape, a magnet, and a little piece of metal. Anyway, it looks like my device has passed the test with flying colors. Has not fallen off. Let's do one more thing. Let's open the lid. There you go. We're now putting down force in a different way on it, and it's still there. No issues. Go ahead and shut it, and it's still there. Love it. Makes a simple, easy way to be able to mount that thing in my truck. And the fact that the plate here is black, it blends right in. I can take it off, and you'd probably never even notice that anything was there. We're going to hit one more railroad track right here. It's a little bit rougher, and then we're going to call it a success, unless it goes flying. Here we go. We're going to hit it right now. Perfect. Anyway, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of my new mounting location and how it's held up there and whether you would be secure with something like that. Also, if you haven't before and you're interested, check out my other channel. It is RobMotive JT. Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.